This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, celebrating 50 years. And we've got the 50 years gear that you need to celebrate with us, man.
You need a hat? We got you taken care of. You need a beanie? It's getting a little chilly, especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
We got you taken care of, BJ.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirt for your sweet chest. You know it.
You got me taken care of?
Yep.
For my sweet chest?
For your sweet chest.
Wow. All right. I didn't know you knew, but you're right.
I'm on to you.
Yeah. I need a sweet tea for those, on my sweet chest. Hey, you can get these sweet teas and all the other cool stuff. 50th anniversary gear, limited edition. Go get it now at KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser.
Whoa!
B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time
To be Migs. And it's Tuesday, so let's turn down for turtles.
ride the turtle.
Listen, while you're at the rock shop, getting the 50th anniversary gear, just clear out those turtle t-shirts, would you?
Yeah, throw a turtle shirt in the cart.
Exactly. Just throw one of those in there, and then you're fully decked out.
Yeah, happy, merry, happy. All of you. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to our contestant today. We got Casey in Puyallup. Casey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Casey will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Casey, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Which well-known astrophysicist hosted the 2014 science documentary series Cosmos: A Space-Time Odyssey?
Pass.
How many musicians are in a quartet?
4.
Yes. In which year of the late 2000s did Bernie Mac pass away?
2008.
Yes. There are 36 inches and how many yards?
3.
No.
Pass.
How many siblings does Paris Hilton have?
2.
No.
3.
Yes. Ursula is the main villain in what Disney animated film?
Little Mermaid.
Yes. What is the highest public office Chester A. Arthur held?
President.
Yes. Which popular TV show had seasons titled Murder House Cult in 1984?
Pass.
Which 2018 remake starred Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
Pass.
In the cartoon, what is the name of the Flintstones dinosaur pet?
Dino.
Yeah!
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
All right, let's hope that's the difference maker.
It very well could be. I mean, Steve could just not get down to him, get down to that question and lose.
Yeah,
Or
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Or he could get all of them and win.
No, I'm not for that.
Or he could get a certain number and tie.
I can't go for that. No,
Going back to the Hall of Notes.
oh, yeah.
I really do appreciate that. I'm going to have to listen to all of them today. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which well-known astrophysicist hosted the 2014 science documentary series Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey?
Carl Sagan.
No.
Something. Carl's
Jr.
Ryan Castle.
No.
I only know because
Yeah,
we talked
that's it.
about him by proxy. Pass.
How many musicians are in a quartet?
4.
Yes. In which year of the late 2000s did Bernie Mac pass away?
2007?
No.
2008.
Yes. There are 36 inches in how many yards?
1.
Yes. How many siblings does Paris Hilton have?
3.
Yes.
Wow.
Ursula is the main villain in what Disney animated film?
101 Dalmatians.
No.
I don't know. Lion King.
No.
What's the one? Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Wow.
What is the highest
Epic.
public office Chester A. Arthur held?
Vice President.
No.
Treasurer.
No.
President.
Yes. Which popular TV show had seasons titled Murder House Cult in 1984?
The American Horror Story.
Yes. Which 2018 remake starred Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
Starsky and Hutch.
No. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win.
Curse.
He said, yeah, he did a big curse there.
Well, you know, I get that. You bring out that emotion.
Yeah.
He said MFer?
He did.
Yeah, you did. Well, it's true. Steve is an effort. So you may not have caught that, but because we had to dump it. But Steve did win 7-6.
Yes, you won. Congratulations, and congrats, Casey, on your potty mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kiss your mother with that mouth.
He does. Yeah. Kiss a lot of people, I bet.
Wow. Starsky and Hutch was not the movie, but yet somehow you were still somewhat close to
Star
it.
is Born.
Yes.
That's it.
And it was so hard for me not to say Lady Gaga. I kept on trying to say
Lady Gaga.
Gaga.
What's the astronaut one?
The astronaut one. Okay, the astrophysicist.
Yeah.
I say Vicky knows.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I thought that, and I'm like, no, it's not that. I remember Ryan talking about some show with Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, I think, did one earlier.
Was it called Cosmos?
I don't know if it was Cosmos. I know there was also like Nova out there as well. And I thought Cosmos was like a reboot of it. But that's why I specifically said 2014. Because I wasn't 100%. I didn't really want to do
all right,
research.
you win that one then, because I was going to get you in case it was. But you're right, 2014 does say it.
There was a documentary that was it was a 13-part documentary written by Carl Sagan.
Mm-hmm. It was called Cosmos?
Cosmos, A Personal Voyage.
Yeah, and this one was Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey.
Oh.
See, so that was the one that Neil deGrasse
At
did.
least I was on the right path.
Yeah,
You
were.
You had an
I should've said
astrophysicist, so...
How about that?
Dude, you still won. It's okay.
I know, but I want to win more.
Yeah, well, don't swear, please.
Mother effer.
And congrats on your win.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Very good day for you. Unfortunately, yesterday was a very bad day for Mark Zuckerberg.
What happened?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I mean, even though you guys are like, what happened? A lot more happened than what we all know that happened. I mean, obviously, we know that Facebook was down for a long time yesterday. But that's not what's real. I mean, that's not really what's causing him a lot of problems. That didn't help. A former employee by the name of Frances Haugen did an interview on 60 Minutes.
I watched that, dude.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Well, I don't know if I'm more surprised about the person who's the whistleblower or you watching 60 Minutes. This is going to be tough for me.
Yeah, right?
I'm a massive 60 Minutes fan. I don't know if you guys know that.
I don't think that. There's no way I would guess that.
Well,
really?
that's good because I'm lying right now. But I did watch that.
Oh, okay. So you know the whole thing where she says that Facebook intentionally prioritizes incendiary content because they make more money that way. If you watch that documentary on Netflix from all the former employees from the people, you'll see that that's what all the former employees said in the documentary.
It echoes a lot of the stuff from that documentary. Basically, it feeds into if you're angry, you stay on the site longer. And those algorithms figure that out. So then Facebook makes more money because you're on the site longer. No different than Instagram. Like they cater towards that emotion because they know you'll stay on the page longer because of that.
And from a behavioral science standpoint, I cannot tell you how harmful that is. If you talk to anybody in the world, we live in Washington State, of course, and University of Washington. Talk to anybody in there. It is the most horrible thing you can do to a human being is stoke their anger and rage, especially for profit. That is just horrible.
During the interview, she talks about how, if you feel if it's safer, which it was, they did try to do that at some points, but they realized that people were spending less time on it. So they realized that they want growth over safety, is what she was basically saying in this interview, and that Facebook makes more money with more engagement, of course. And the more angry you are, the more engaged you are on it.
And I've seen this, because there've been posts on sites of groups that I love, and there you see there's like 500 comments, but it only shows me one, and it's somebody saying something really mean.
You know what's funny? Because I really make it an effort to not feed the trolls. I try. Sometimes some days better than others, obviously. To not get into arguments on Facebook ever. To really just kind of feed towards the fun stuff, like you seeing pictures and fun things that interest me. And I notice some of my friends who do argue a lot. I'm like, why is Facebook that negative for you? And now it's you start realizing it's because they're getting exactly what they want from that person. They're getting that emotion. And they just keep feeding that kind of crap towards him because they know that that's going to keep him on the page longer.
Yeah, and in the middle of one of of this pandemic, which is probably for all of us will be the worst time in our history as far as fear goes. Really, all of us have a legitimate reason to be afraid because of this virus. And for a company then to just have you be Rage Central, and we see what it's done politically, we see, I think she's got a point, and she's blowing the whistle. She did this interview. They talked about Instagram increasing suicidal thoughts and eating disorders among young girls. And
they focus on that a lot. But the more depressed they said the more depressed you are, the more you're apt to use the app.
Oh, yeah. And it is, it's insidious. And she's testifying before Congress today. And of course, and then of course, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger all went down yesterday.
MySpace still worked. That's all that matters. And Friendster.
That's right. Well, MySpace to your place, buddy. And you know what? They don't want you to get angry. They just want you to get...
We were not laughing, but we were talking about just how funny it was. Some people wanted to get on their soapbox, and Danielle were laughing about this because they'll go on social media and be like, let this be a lesson for all of you that maybe social media, you need to take a break from it and go outside and enjoy things while they're posting this on Twitter. It's
of course.
You're telling people hey, social media, get off of it while on social media to tell us that.
Or the minute Facebook was back last night, man, I got so much done today. It was so awesome. I read a book, I did this, I did that. I'm like, who cares? I took a nap. That was fantastic too.
Right? I found myself every once in a while going on there stupid Steve, it's not working. Why you keep refreshing it?
Couldn't reload a feed, and I'm like,
come on, it'll work now.
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot about myself when it was down. I think, that's the best thing I can
Really?
say. Oh, yeah.
Really? What'd you learn? That you're obsessed with Facebook?
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm not lying. Where people want to lecture and tell you what you should do, but really, I look inside and go, okay, what does this say about me? Because that's the only thing I can really affect in my life is me anyway. How about this, though? Facebook lost nearly $60 million in revenue by 1 o'clock yesterday.
Good.
$13 million per hour. And Zuckerberg saw his personal net worth decrease by about $7 billion. That's with a B, $7 billion. And here's the sad thing. It doesn't even matter for the guy.
You probably
you can lose $7 billion and you'll be like, whatever.
I got $5 billion more or whatever. I don't even know how much money this guy's got.
It's just insane. You know what I mean? I don't know how it all works, liquid or whatever and all that, but it's.
I thought it was funny. Somebody posted they I don't know if you remember the Facebook movie. What was it called? The Facebook or the social
network?
The social network. And during it, there's a point where he's just like, Facebook will never go down. Yeah. And it was kind of funny that it actually did go down.
Whoops. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, they say the bigger they are, the harder they fall, baby.
One of the craziest things, though, I saw with that is that all of the other apps that people use to sign in via Facebook, all of those crashed too. So people who only sign into another website, logging in via Facebook, were not accessible for everyone else. The whole reach that Facebook has is kind of actually terrifying now.
When it shuts down, there's a ripple effect. You're absolutely right.
So are you saying it's like Skynet? Is this what we're thinking? Is Arnold around the corner?
Well, they're not trying to kill us yet. They're just falling apart.
Well,
That
I mean,
we
look,
know of. True.
you say they're not trying to kill us yet, but then again, there's somebody testifying saying they're also not really, according to the whistleblower, they're not looking out for our well-being either.
I guess you're right there. Yeah, okay.
They kind of want you to not have a good, reaction towards whatever's out there because you'll stay on the page longer.
Man.
Yeah, I've definitely adjusted my life since that documentary, and this whistleblower on 60 Minutes has surely shown me that I need to take control, because that's the bottom line. None of this works if I don't, if I'm actually in control of my own life and my own impulses. That's really the bottom line of it all. So it's up to me. I don't need to go on there and lecture anybody else. I just need to go, hey, BJ, put the phone down. Put the phone down and go out and do something with your life and stop getting mad at somebody who posted something on Facebook.
Yeah, because they just found a platform to share their stupid opinions, no different than the rest of us. So, what are you going to get all worked up over someone's stupid opinion? You know my conspiracy theory. I really believe they're paying people to be trolls. I really, really do. I'm telling you, I'm seeing stuff. Steve, there are forums where people go, all right, I signed up, I joined the forum. They know enough to love whatever it is we all supposedly love, or at least they're knowledgeable about it. And then they will say stuff that has been like 3 or 4 years old. Like people said it 3 or 4 years ago, and it's like, okay, we're over this. We know you hate, and they're still doing it. Like there's still some moron every time there's a picture posted of something that they want to be racist or misogynist about. There's a picture, I can be racist. And it's like, dude, we've covered this. The show's been on for X amount of years. Get over it. This is the show. This is who the star of the show is. And I swear it's got to be somebody who's getting paid, because it's like they're just there to rile everybody up. And maybe it's somebody who's a troll, but I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook says, oh, yeah, we have a whole bunch of people that we paid to be trolls as well, because that helps our algorithm. I know you don't believe in that conspiracy theory, but I swear someone's on a payroll. Yeah, I mean, look, crazier things have happened, but I think it's more that there's just a lot of stupid people out there, but based on how their algorithms work, the stupid people get pushed more towards to the spotlight because they know that you're going to have that kind of reaction to them. How would you feel? I mean, it's like the stupid people, if you're right, they're very famous if in their own brain, because trolls love it when they get a response. But how is it a company's making skillions of dollars and you're the one helping them with your own time and your own stupidity? Like you're not getting a dime out of this, and yet your actions are causing them to make a ton of money. At what point does somebody getting that reaction? That's what they want, and they don't know about the money. They're just doing it because it helps them. Oh, I want them to stop advertising things to me I already purchased. That's everything else is baby steps. Yeah, I already got the elastic belt. I don't need another one. Well, you know what, Steve? That's a whole other thing that I complain about when it comes to the value of Facebook advertising. It's like, but you only tell me about stuff that I already bought. Where were you when I was thinking of buying this product? Because I was, there was a couple of products I was choosing from. Nothing from Facebook. But as soon as I make my own decision, hey, here's a good idea, BJ. Go buy that washing machine you just bought. Thanks, Facebook. You were real help. I do like this text. Yesterday was just another normal day for all of us that aren't on social media. Congratulations on having that, man. Yeah, it's awesome. Hard not to be on social media, but it shouldn't be so hard to break away from time to time. I know that people go, hey, I'm not on. I'm like, yeah, well, look, there are some good things that need to be done in the way that people communicate. I just have to find a way not to be miserable. And, well, that's been my journey anyway, so sorry, Facebook, I beat you to it. I was miserable long before you came along. Well, then you probably if you want to really hate the whole process, then maybe you shouldn't watch that 60-minute special, because it's just like a lot of times where you're just like your jaws to the ground from some of the stuff that she's sharing. Yeah, Steve, you're right. You just can't believe, you just go, all right, does anybody have a line anymore when it comes to making money? Isn't there some sort of moral code that somebody follows at all anymore? And you watch that documentary, you watch what you watched, and you kind of go, I guess not. I mean, I guess not at all. We're just... Tom didn't do this to us, man. No, Tom didn't. He just wanted us to have 8 really good friends. He just made me hear Peanut Butter Jelly Time way too much. And that too. He just wanted us to bedazzle our lives. Yeah.
Bedazzle our lives. I love that.
Oh, is that what it is? All right, we got a mom we got to talk about, because she called the cops on a guy because he gave her son a bad haircut. And you're going to hear from the barber at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a woman from Massachusetts called the cops after her teenage son came home from the barber with a haircut she did not like. She called the cops.
The police? Did you call 911? That'd be even better. Oh. This is an emergency. My son has too close of a haircut.
So we've got the barber. His name is Robbie Rocco of Bonehead's Barbershop.
That's not his name. Are you serious?
Oh, I love this already.
I'm Robbie Rocco. Welcome to Bonehead.
How you doing? Here he is explaining his side of the story.
I go, what do you want on top? He's like, a number 2. I literally stop and I'm like, bro, a number 2's real short. He's like, yeah, that's fine. 20 minutes later, his mom comes busting in the door.
Dude, that is exactly what I thought Robbie Rocco would sound like.
Yeah,
number 2. Hey.
Yeah, he sounds like
Came in through the door.
Sounds like he's hanging out with the Wahlberg family.
You want a number 2? Number
wow.
2's real short.
I told you. And so here's Robbie, who he's basically interacting with the mom. Here he goes with that.
Look at this lady wasting my day. Wait for a bad haircut. For a bad haircut that I gave her son that he asked for.
She did call 911.
She mentioned 911. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Bad haircut.
Yep,
is she out of her mind?
Yes.
I mean, is she out of her mind that she thinks that this is cop worthy?
This is great though because she's standing right in front of the sign that says Boneheads. That's exactly
cool
what
sign. Yeah, I mean, what are you, again, this is the hill you're dying on. This is what you get for sending your kid to a barbershop on his own and letting him get his own style. I mean, you look, my parents were right there with me every time when they knew I was too young to figure it out.
But he's 17. I mean, at that point, I'm like, do whatever you want.
Well, that's what you'd
right. I wouldn't.
That's what you'd hope.
And if you come back, be like, I can't believe I got this. You're like, well, you're the one who wanted it.
You look like an idiot. Yeah. Right. This is extreme helicopter parenting because you're right, Steve. We didn't have helicopter parents growing up. We had let them do whatever they want. I don't know what you'd call our parents. I mean, they didn't even know if we were alive most of the day.
Is there any pictures of the haircut?
I wish I could see that. Yeah, you're right.
I guess he has the senior pictures, and that's part of the meltdown.
Just grab the kid. Why are you calling the cops?
Or have him wear a hat.
Or a wig. There's so many wigs out there now.
That'd be so great.
I got a mullet one you can borrow.
I remember I got a haircut when I was a kid that was way too short, and I did not want to go to school. My mom's like, "No, buck up, you're going to school," and she made me go to school, even though I was crying, and no one even noticed.
Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, you may have an idiot friend like me, but you pretty much know about me. You know what I mean? I'm going to make fun of you no matter what, so don't worry. I mean, listen. So, yeah. So the mom, not happy about her son's haircut, so she calls the cops and calls 911 on a barber. Oh, just nuts.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Now, it's very possible that this kid's like, Mom, geez. Like, he's fine with it, and now she's embarrassing the hell out of him because she's calling the cops.
He never goes back to that barbershop.
It's too bad, man, because he may have loved it. You know, I mean, and the mom is just embarrassing the hell out of him.
You just lost a boneheaded customer.
Yeah. You know, Steve, you got to worry about this stuff now, or maybe you're not going to care, but embarrassing your kids because,
I know.
You know, I mean, look, I know when I'm doing it, I don't mind. I don't like it when I inadvertently embarrass my kids because it wasn't intentional. And then it's like, oh man, I'm such an idiot. You know, that's the moments I don't want. I don't mind, you know, when I know what I'm doing. But
I've already accepted. I'm probably going to be a massive embarrassment to my child.
Yeah. Oh, you are?
It's
okay.
just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, congratulations to you. You know what? At least you're owning it. You're living with it. You're at peace with it.
Hi, I'm her father. Also a massive embarrassment to her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, listen, if already at the young age of 2, you know what, or almost 2, that you're an embarrassment to your kid, I mean, look, and you know it, then she's got a great life ahead of her.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, man. Woman calling the cops because her son didn't get, you know, she thinks her son got a bad haircut. Yeah, if you're the kid, you're like, oh, Mom, you are so embarrassing. And we're wondering, how about you? We've all had the moment where our parents were like, oh, Mom, Dad, what are you doing? When did your parents embarrass you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls, we got your texts after the Chili Peppers on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A woman called the cops. I mean, she outside of this barbershop, she calls 911 because she didn't like her son's haircut. And based on this, we want to know, man, when did your parents embarrass you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Greg in Bothell. Greg, you are on The Rock.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Love your show. First time calling.
Oh, thanks,
rock,
Greg.
Man.
Good to have you aboard, buddy.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
I was 13 years old, and I was dying to go see AC/DC, and my mom was just not wanting to let me go by myself, and she said, I'll take you, but you're going with me. And so I had to go watch AC/DC with my mom, and I got to the concert. I'm like, I'm not sitting next to you though. So I went and sat up in the rafters right in front of these treehouse that were just loaded, and one of them puked all over me.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that was my first concert.
That's still pretty awesome. I mean, you got to look back and be like, that's pretty rad that your mom took you to the AC/DC concert.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Looking back on it now, I'm like, yeah, that was one of the coolest things she could have done.
But as a teen, I get it. Like, you're probably like, I don't want to be seen with my mom at an AC/DC show.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's it's a tough one for a parent to know when to let your kid go to a show by themselves. Because, I mean, when they're younger, they don't care. When I took Sarah to see Britney Spears, she was so happy.
She took you to see Britney Spears.
She took me to see all of the mothers that go to Britney Spears.
You were very happy.
I had no idea what I was about to see, and it was a fantastic sea of awesome.
Every time I've seen Britney, which has been more than once, it's a Britney Spears cosplay show.
Yeah, I did not want to go. I was like, I don't really want to do this, but you know what? Kathy didn't want to do it, so it's like, I guess I got to be Father of the Year. So I took the big trip. I think was she at the Gorge? I think she might have been, and that's where So we just recently moved here, so I'm like, you know what? My kid loves Britney Spears. I need to do this, so I did it, and then I'm like, oh my God. This is like a runway, like you said, Britney cosplay everywhere.
And all different stages of Britney. You got the schoolgirl costume.
Yes.
You got the I'm a slave for you kind of raunchy thing going on.
Yeah.
No one's doing the current Instagram Britney where like she's just wearing nothing but pasties and showing her butt all the time. But I imagine that's next. Naked Britney on Instagram.
And this was before bald Britney. You know what I mean? So I got to see her
my
before.
favorite phase of Britney.
Yeah. Oh, bald. Oh, yeah. You like that? Yeah.
Dude, I think about that now. Like, I have many years to worry about this, but I actually look forward to taking Like, if Tatum wants to go to a concert, I'm all for it. I love going to concerts. I'll be like, yeah, I'll just hang on the back, grab me when you're ready to go home. Yeah. I say that now, but she's going to be a fan of some artist that's going to make me want to puke in my mouth. And I'll be like, I guess I said I'd go.
Hey, that's what AirPods are for, man. You get to listen to Metallica and pretend you're at a Metallica show.
I'm worried about my hearing.
Wow. That's a great idea, Dan.
And I'm just jamming out to Metallica the whole time.
Yeah. That's next level. They'll be like, that dad loves JoJo Siwa. And it's like,
he's banging his head.
It's awesome.
Yeah. He's air guitaring. There's no guitars.
What's all right.
I see your son's in the room, BJ.
Oh, I'm sure I've never embarrassed him, ever.
Joey D's nuts.
There was a lot of embarrassment, but I deserved it most of the time. And this one thing, oh, dude, it just comes back to me so vividly. I was playing video games, and BJ had come downstairs multiple times to tell me to take out the garbage. And my friend was over, and we were hanging out, and he's like, dude, why aren't you taking out the garbage? And I don't know if I just didn't realize it, but BJ was still behind me, and I just said, I'll do what I want. He doesn't care. It'll be fine. You know, if you know my dad, he's pretty anal about these kind of things. You got to do it right away, or he's going to get real mad. So all of a sudden, he just turns around and he goes, are you going to say that in my house? And rips the power cord for the entire system, the computer, right out of the wall, and is holding it like a goose or something and just shaking it in my face, screaming at me.
True story, did that yesterday. That's why Facebook was down.
Yeah.
I knew it. He had the plug to Facebook.
I had no idea that if Joey just took out the trash, Mark Zuckerberg wouldn't have lost $7 billion.
But, dude, my friend just looks at me and he goes, it was just the trash. You could have avoided this.
Yeah.
And my dad's bright red, and I'm like, oh, that's my family.
Well, did you take out the trash?
I did take out the trash.
Mission accomplished, BJ. Got it done.
Well, I will say this. First of all, for Joey, I think he realizes the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree because we're both very stubborn. And it's not about the trash anymore. It's about you will not be the boss of me. Since then, though, we have realized, because I've had that conversation. I think every son and father has a conversation. And I eventually, at one point, sat down, Joe, and said, do you think I care about you taking out the trash? And Joe said, well, it seems like you do. And I go, no, there's somebody else who lives in this house that constantly gives me a hard time that you have one job and you refuse to do it. And I have to listen to her whine about you every day of the week. Do you realize you could save me a lot of trouble if you would just take out the trash? Then I don't have to listen to the misery of how you won't take out the trash. I said, I don't care. What do I care about trash? And he's like, all these years it hasn't been you? I go, no, it's been your mother. And your mother's driving me crazy. Please. And ever since then, Joey and I have been a team. It's like, you know, I'll look at him and go, Joe, you know this isn't coming from me. And Joe goes, oh, all right then. And we have been a good team of keep your mother happy ever since.
Would you agree to that?
Oh, yeah, we're a united front now. I do all the cooking and the dishes, no complaining at all.
Oh, he's the man, Steve. I mean, it is like now, and Kathy's like, Joey is such a good boy. I go, I know. He's really, the kids really turned it around. You know what I mean? And it's like wonderful because I don't have to listen to it. I mean, and I think every dude that has a son understands what I'm talking about. It's like, will you please, your mother keeps bothering me about you. Will you just figure this thing out?
Well, at least you don't have to deal with this person's dad on the text line. Says, my dad would honk and flirt with any females walking by when me and my friends were in the car.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's horrible. God, really? Why? Why, Pops? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, shoot your shot, BJ.
Yeah, no, that would embarrass the hell out of me. Man, luckily I never had anybody that did that. Oh, man. Hey, Steve, you talked about it. This preseason is coming to an end.
Tonight.
Quickly. Yeah, this is it, the final preseason game. And in celebration of that, well, you know, we're going to talk a little hockey with one of the Kraken, and we're going to have Nate Bastian, Nasty Nate himself. He'll be with us at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well. now and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.